Hey guys, what's going on? Vega here from SerpentX Special Forces, and this is pretty much a follow-up to my previous video that I did on Chia Farming. Now, I got a lot of questions off that video, and I want to point you guys to a couple of links which will be down in the description that may help you out. One of the biggest ones that I got was, can I use this or can I use that for plotting and so on and so forth. What I want to make sure you guys understand is the network has grown a lot since my initial video. We were only at 300 petabytes, and now we're an exabyte. So the network has grown quite a bit, and so my little 4 terabyte isn't going to do nothing. With a 4 terabyte maxed out, at least right now at time of filming, it's going to take 2 months, if not 3 months, to find or solve a block in which we can receive Chia off of, and you would get 2 if you have the correct solution, so to speak. But I'm not a pro when it comes to Chia, and I would have to refer you to their GitHub article or Reddit, where they have a lot of very informational people. And first off, the people who have been commenting on my previous video on how to mine Chia, and I know it's farm, not mine, but technically in my mind it's hard drive mining. Just a huge thank you to those individuals. People have been asking questions and they've been commenting. I do not know you personally, but a huge thank you for those who have been helping out. So I want to read something to you, because if you look here, last attempted proof, and you put your mouse over the question mark, it actually has a link to learn more, which will take us here. And it says, what is the plot filter and why didn't my plot pass it? This may not make sense to all of us, but let me just bear with me here. So farmers compute a plot filter based on the signage point, their plot ID, and the sub-slot challenge, which are hashed together to create a plot filter bits. If the plot's filter bits start with 9 zeros, the plot passes the filter for that signage point and can proceed. This disqualifies about 511 out of 512 of all proofs of space on the network for each signage point. So it's kind of like I think the first step into validating whether or not your plot can get to get the proof to get the Chia. This is very unique, and I love it. I love things that I don't understand because it just makes me want to learn it more. I cannot speak for Chia or the project as a whole or Chia Network, so I would have to point you here and refer you to these guys or the article that they have. Moving on, can I join a farming pool, which was another question, and right now there are no pools. It says not yet. Currently, the plots you have generated are plotted to your own self-pool key, right? So kind of like solo mining. Bram has much more on plans around pooling, and pool support will become a high priority as soon as the mainnet is released, which we're on. You will not be able to change the pool of your current plots, so you're just going to have to continue to farm them or slowly replace them over time. What that means is if a pool comes out, we're going to have to rebuild all the plots that we have, which is kind of inconvenient, but understandable at the same time. So again, very helpful article that you guys can look into. Another big question that I got was, something like, can I mine on an external hard drive? Which, I took my Seagate drive here, which is only a 1 terabyte, and I did plot or have a few plots added to here. And you can very easily, in your Chia, go to your plot section, hit the 3 dots in the top right, and hit add plot directory. And you can see J is this drive. It's not connected right now, but you can add an external hard drive. And matter of fact, if we go to, which one is it? This guy right here. On Reddit, this user posted a bunch of Seagate expansion drives. These are external hard drives, 14 terabytes. That they're planning on utilizing. So technically the answer is yes. However, whether or not, because I don't know, like Burst Coin, I'm not sure if you're supposed to be able to read all your plots or all your allocated storage in a quick amount of time just to get the proof and get the coin. I'm not 100% on that. I'm still learning with you guys. If you have any information in the comments that can clear up anything I say wrong in this video or maybe incorrectly, please feel free to do so. I'm open to constructive criticism. Just please be respectful about it. But let's read this point right here. So my computer drive went to power save or rebooted while plotting. And I've seen this even on my system when I had my memory overclocked too high and with my new memory, which that's a different video. But unfortunately, resuming a plot is not yet supported, but likely will be later in 2021. We suggest that you disable any power saving mode, especially on external hard drives, and try to limit other possible causes of interruptions. Plotting a K32 is going to take between 6 to 24 hours depending on your hardware, so these interruptions can be painful. They're also part of why we don't recommend plotting plots larger than K32, which coincides with something a gentleman commented on my video, as each increment in K generally doubles the time to complete a single plot. So utilizing my NVMe, Corsair MP600 Gen 4 drive, you can see that the health of the drive dropped from 98% to 95%, and then the Samsung also dropped from 100% to 95%. That's just a regular SSD, a Samsung 850 EVO. So it is wear and tear on the SSDs to build these plots, because what you do is you build them first, and then they will get added to the final destination. So when it says select temporary directory, you really want to build it on an SSD, but you need to make sure you have enough space, as I mentioned in my previous video. So for 101.4 gigabyte, we need 239 available on the SSD. And then for a 208, which they say don't go above K32, I have still been building a few of these. I need 512 gigabytes just to build that. So whatever SSD you use for the temporary, make sure you got the space allocated or the available space, and then put it to a final drive, whether it's an external hard drive, which I would try to go with an internal hard drive if possible, but obviously people are able to do it on externals as well. But going back to the K32 situation, a gentleman did advise do not do anything higher than K32. There's no point. Keep plotting the 101 gigabyte ones. Anything higher than that is just for future safety and just going to increase your plot times with no extra benefits, because it does take longer to complete that plot than over the 101 gigabyte. So bear that in mind. John Germain did share some information. I need to get back with that individual, but they're saying don't use USB drives. They'll melt. I'm not sure if that's 100% accurate, but basically, long story short, don't use USB drives. You want to be using internal hard drives as possible, and then external if not possible, but prioritizing, obviously, the platter internal hard drives, 3.5-inch drives. Jacob asked us about the proof or what's rewarded. That's 2 XCH or Chia. And then that's pretty much it for the updates and the questions that I had, or I've been getting a lot of on my previous video. But I'm going to show you links in the description that will go to their Chia Reddit and the FAQ page for you to ask any additional questions. I do have something planned in the future, and I cannot compete with this guy. So I do have a build plan, and my idea is I needed a NAS anyways, so it's kind of a NAS/Chia plotting device that I will be doing on the channel, so stay tuned for that. Subscribe for updates. But I can't compete even with the size that I was able to get, as hard drive prices has seen an increase due to the amount of people getting into Chia, which I'm sure the gamers and other people are so happy about. Of course, I cannot compete with individuals who have this many hard drives or more, but I'm still going to give a shot, throw my hat in the ring, see how things go. So stay tuned for that build coming up here in the future. But that's going to do it for me today, guys. Do me a favor, on the way out, hit the like button. It greatly helps out the channel, and I appreciate it so much. Subscribe for more content like this, and hit me up in the comments down below. Continue to fill me with information, provide feedback, constructive criticism. I am all for it. If I don't get to your comment or if I don't respond, I apologize. Super busy, and I appreciate your patience. You guys take care, and I'll catch you in the next one.